Hey guys, it's Jenny Silver. Today is May 5th. It has been 1 week since the EDD has opened up the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance application. 1 week since we have been able to apply for self-employed, gig worker, and other COVID-related benefits. And I wanted to check in with you guys today. Now, if you have not yet filed your PUA application, you need to head over to the video link that is linked down below in the description on how to file your application. Now, if you need to certify, you're going to also want to scroll down and click on that video link, how to certify. Okay, before we move forward, I want to first talk to you about my own process. I have applied effective April 28th. I applied at 10 a.m. in the morning. It has now been 1 week later. I have been approved. I have been issued an update in my claim history. I can see that they have issued me out payments. However, today was the first day that I received something in the mail from the EDD. Now, this is my Notice of Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Award. In the mail, you are going to receive 2 different pieces of mail. The first one is going to be this award. That is going to state that you were approved or denied. The second piece of mail is going to be a statement of information that should state, now I've yet to receive this, but I know the process, and what should be coming next should be a statement of information that will go over your account number, your EDD customer account number, as well as give an opportunity for you, in case you have any errors on the information they've collected, to appeal the decision or appeal those errors. Now, in my videos, I have been receiving question after question. There are so many self-employed individuals who need help right now. I want to state that I am not employed by the EDD. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. I am a self-employed entrepreneur and business coach, and I want to try to help you guys the best I can from peer to peer. Okay, so this is just the best that I can do to help you guys get through, because I know those phone lines are impossible to get through. I'm very, very active in the comments. My other videos have hundreds of comments on them, and I have tried my best to answer every single one personally. So if you have a question, drop it below in the comments. I'll do my best to help you or point you in the right direction the best I can. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to answer some of those reoccurring questions that I am getting over and over again that seem to be some of the areas that people are most confused about in this process. So, first, how can I fix a mistake when submitting a claim? Now, you're going to submit your claim online through the EDD's portal. Click the video link below if you need to know how to file. Now, this claim, once you submit it, you cannot edit it. So you will need to, if it's a major red flag mistake and it's something you're very, very concerned about for legal issues, if you were dishonest or anything like that, you will want to contact the EDD directly as soon as possible. However, if it's something that was an honest mistake, you misunderstood something, you marked something that you should have marked a different way, and it's not an urgent mistake, then wait for your approval to come through. At this time, the EDD is experiencing just an extreme congestion of calls, emails, every possible way that people can try to contact them, they are trying. And those phone lines are usually jam-packed. So try the best you can to not be one of the people clogging the phone lines if you can avoid it. Wait 2 weeks after your claim. Yes, I was approved within 24 hours. Yes, most people are seeing approval online within 48 hours. However, their system is glitchy. The online UI online portals are not always functioning properly. However, they are mailing out your paper statements within 2 weeks. Now, this first piece of mail that I received, this benefit award letter, came to me 7 days, 1 week after I applied. Okay, so give it 2 weeks. If you have applied, if you have checked my videos on how to check online to see if you can kind of sneakily see if you have been approved and it's not working out, as long as you have received a confirmation number on your end screen of your application, you submitted your application, it gave you a confirmation number on screen, then sit tight, wait 2 weeks, get something in the mail, and then move forward. If your mail doesn't come after those 2 weeks, then I would suggest reaching out to the EDD or reapplying as needed. When you receive that mail, you are then going to be able to submit any changes you need to, either by mailing in confirmation and supporting documents or calling into their line if you need to. All right, so next question. I am self-employed. I applied and I was denied before 4/28. I have reapplied after 4/28. However, I'm not sure if the $0 benefit, my claim history, is up to date. Okay, this is one that's happening a lot, and it happened to me personally. Many of us who are self-employed, as soon as the bill passed that self-employed gig workers, independent contractors were going to receive EDD benefits, we rushed online and we applied right away, not knowing that we would have to wait almost another full month before we could apply. In the state of California, as of April 28th, pandemic unemployment assistance is now available. So if you applied before 4/28 and you're self-employed, you have to reapply on 4/28 or later. Now, once you reapply, your claim history in your UI online portal is going to remain the same until they process your application. So if you are seeing that $0 claim award still in your account, it means one of two things. Number one, it could mean that they are still processing your application. Now, if they're still processing your application, you're gonna just probably keep checking back every day. Check back once a day and see if it's updated. Another thing you can do is you can log into UI online and on the left-hand side, click File a New Claim. If they're still processing your application, more often than not, you'll receive an error message that says, you cannot file another claim at this time. We are processing your pending claim. Okay, that gives you your answer. They are still processing. Now, if it does populate and it does allow you to go through and file a new claim, well, hopefully everything's submitted all right, but the best thing to do is to just wait those 2 weeks and wait for the paper mail to come, okay? If in 2 weeks you haven't received anything in the mail, then you will want to either call in or look into filing another application, okay? All right, so what is the minimum qualifying amount of earnings to receive pandemic unemployment? Now, to this date, I checked this morning, I have been Googling, searching, clicking on various resources. I cannot seem to locate a specific minimum amount that you must have earned in 2019 in order to qualify for pandemic unemployment. If you have it, I would love that link dropped in the comments. But for traditional unemployment, in order to qualify to receive traditional unemployment benefits, you must have made earnings of $1,300 or higher during your highest earning 2019 quarter. Okay? So the year is split up into 4 quarters. During your highest earning quarter, if you earned $1,300 or above, you qualify. Now that's for traditional unemployment. There are some different qualifying reasons for pandemic unemployment, which might make that amount a little bit different. But that's just a reference number for you to understand. Now, when in doubt, apply. So if you aren't sure if you qualify, apply. Okay, so next question. Will I be approved for PUA if I earn $0 in 2019? Now, whether this be a gross $0, let's say your business kind of was put on hold for one reason or another, or whether this is a net earnings of $0, or you had a operating loss in your business for 1 year. Now, let's go over why. To answer this, I would have to kind of address why you may qualify for pandemic unemployment benefits. Now, for something to be an unemployment benefit, that means that you were previously employed and are now unemployed for a reason that is kind of beyond your control, okay? Either a qualifying COVID reason or COVID has affected your business and your contracts or your customers are down, you're not making ends meet the same way, you're not taking in the same amount of income, or your business has been forced to close because of shelter in place. Now, there are other qualifying reasons for pandemic unemployment, and I have them linked below. But for this specific question, if your business has a net income of zero for the year, a gross income of zero, or your net take-home pay is zero, I don't believe that you would qualify. Now, if in doubt, apply, okay? I can't find a specific exact publication that states this. However, my kind of reasoning around this comes from, if you are earning money in 2019, let's say you lose your place of employment due to COVID, you are replacing those lost wages, okay? You're a tax-paying citizen who needs to replace wages you have been paying into the system. You've been paying income taxes. Pandemic unemployment is intended for those who don't usually receive unemployment benefits. However, you still do need to have wages or salary from your business in order to apply to have those wages or salary replaced. Okay, so I do not think that you will apply if your business had an overall loss or a net income of zero. However, apply and you will find out for sure. Okay, next question. Can I get a PPP loan and also qualify for unemployment? Now, qualifying and using the funds in a legally approved way are two different things. Now, I have both qualified for unemployment as well as a PPP loan. I've linked PPP loans below, so you have more information on that should you need to apply. Now, the payroll protection loan, I did not end up taking myself. I decided that unemployment was the way to go for me. Now, it's going to be completely different for each separate business. However, you can be approved for both, but it depends on how you use the PPP money, whether or not that loan will be forgiven. Now, a PPP loan, as long as you use the funds for 75% or more or for payroll, are eligible to be forgiven. That means you may not have to pay back the loan balance. You may not have to pay back the loan interest should you use it for a qualifying 75% or more for payroll. Now, if you're self-employed, you most likely pay yourself using an owner's draw, which is when you move money from your business checking or banking account over to a personal account. Okay? Now, that net income that's over in your personal account is basically what you're paying yourself. Now, if you have unemployment, let's say you have qualified for PUA and you're going to receive payments, you must certify every 2 weeks for those benefits. You must say, yes, I am still unemployed. No, I have not received income. Now, if you have received income from a PPP loan and you use it to pay yourself, you must certify that you received that income. That then would disqualify you from earning your unemployment benefits for that week or weeks. Okay? So it is possible to kind of use the two to fill the gaps. However, you have to be very careful on how you do it. You have to make sure that you certify for that money. Now, the next question from there is usually, if I get self-employment income for 1 week or more than 1 week while I'm on an unemployment, do I still qualify for that extra $600 from the Federal CARES Act? Now, in order to qualify for the $600 from the Federal CARES Act, you must qualify for $1 of state unemployment insurance. So, if you are earning or paying out yourself more money 1 week and you are disqualified, let's say I'm a wedding photographer, so let's say I get a contract out for next year's wedding, okay? I get a wedding client for next year, I send them their retainer payment, let's say I get paid for that, okay? And I take in a couple $1,000s for that payment. I have to certify that I received whatever I paid myself from that. Now, if I certify for that money, and it disqualifies me from all of my state benefit, I will not receive the federal benefit. However, if I certify for whatever payment I receive and I am still eligible for $1 of California state unemployment benefit, then I will receive the $600 benefit from the state. Okay, let's see. I was an employee in 2019 with limited earnings, but I'm primarily self-employed. Now, if you earn $1,300 or more on a W-2 in 2019 for 1 quarter, you are going to get lumped into traditional unemployment, okay, as opposed to pandemic unemployment, even if your self-employment is more than that W-2, okay? It's just part of the system right now that self-employed individuals are petitioning to change. So if that is your situation, you might be a good candidate to apply for a PPP loan. Cabbage and PayPal are currently still, to my knowledge, accepting applicants. Next question, why am I receiving no benefits for some weeks but payments for others? There's a couple of reasons why. If you click on claim history in your account, you will see all of the history in your claim, including certifications, including payments issued, and you can click on those transactions, and if it is up to date enough, you can see them listed out, okay? You can also see when they were paid out. Now, the EDD website, we all know, is not doing that great. So many areas are not updated the best that they can be, or in order of succession. So, for example, I have weeks that I have certified for that are early on in the claim that have still not been paid out, okay? Although later weeks have been marked as paid. So it's a little unusual. Everything is a little unusual on their website right now, so just kind of sit tight and hang in there. Now, if you are receiving no benefits for some weeks, but yes, benefits for other weeks, that could also be because you certified for either receiving income or you answered a question on your certification that led you to be ineligible for benefits that week. Okay, so if you're certifying for income, if you're receiving any W-2 income, things like that, those could all be reasons why. All right, it has been several days and my claim isn't showing a status. Did I do something wrong? No, hopefully not. Did you receive a confirmation number at the end of your application? Yes? Great. Did you wait 2 weeks and give them time to actually process it? No? Okay, just sit tight. I know many people are getting approved earlier, but wait it out. Wait for that paper mail if you can't check it online, okay? And you'll have your answers soon. All right, let's see. UI Online says I was paid for my first weeks, but I have not received the card. Where is it? There's going to be a delay because we're working with the EDD and we're also working with Bank of America. Now, when the EDD issues a payment out to your account, they fund that payment. Bank of America has to mail you out your debit card. It's an EDD debit card through Bank of America, okay? So it is not issued directly by EDD. They are funding the money that is used through that third-party site through a Bank of America card. You do not need a Bank of America account. There's a separate EDD Bank of America branch that will be dealing with that card, and they will mail it out to you. Now, I applied on 4/28. I was approved 4/29. I saw payments that have been issued. Let's see, today's the 5th. I saw payments issued on the 2nd. However, I have not received my card yet. So if I look in my claim history, it says paid, 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 paid for 4 weeks. However, my card has not arrived yet. So it's normal. Give it probably 2 weeks, I'm guessing, from when you are approved. All right, do I need to certify? So right now, if you go to UI Online, you will see a big disclaimer at the top that says 4 weeks ending this date until March 9th. Double check online for their current date that they're saying right now. You do not need to certify. We may reach out to you, but you don't need to certify right now. Most people are taking that to mean that they don't have to certify at all. However, in that disclaimer, it says we will reach out to you at a later date to collect information. I don't want snags in my payments, and I don't want to have to certify later for all of these weeks and have to look back on that. So I am certifying. I'm certifying online if I'm able. If your online account is not functional, then you can certify via phone or when they mail you your certification documents. So certify as much as you possibly can unless you are experiencing an issue with the website. The next question after that would be, do I have to certify that I am looking for work? Okay, this is another one where for pandemic unemployment, they're stating something different than they normally would. They have issued statements, and I'll link below where those statements are, that due to COVID, they understand that you do not need to update your resume on CalJobs. They're not expecting you to be actively seeking and applying for work. However, I'm self-employed. I'm receiving inquiries, leads, things like that all the time. I am going to certify for those. I don't want snags later on down the line. I am going to certify that I am receiving and responding to inquiries, and I'm going to respond that those inquiries had no booking as a result, okay? So I'm going to specify that I was not hired for those jobs, or that there was no response, or whatever is applicable. So I am going to continue to include my work history because I don't want any future snags at all. Now, you guys, that's a lot of questions. However, I know you have even more. I'm trying to be as helpful as possible in the comments. Once again, this is just information from one business owner to another. I'm trying to help you guys in solidarity in a uncertain, confusing, and frustrating times. So if you have questions and you don't know where to get the information you need, drop it in the comments below. I'll do my best to help you out. I always appreciate your likes, subscribes, and video share. All right, you guys, so I hope that was helpful. Let me know your questions, comments in the comments below, and I'll talk to you next time.